Hello, good morning. It's technically after lunch already, but it's a beautiful Saturday here in South Carolina. We are going to read our daily Disney devotional. I'm glad you're here with me. We are almost done with this thing, you guys. I feel like there's a hair on my arm. Sorry. All right. Okay. All right, y'all aren't going to believe what one this is. Okay. Today we're going to read number 74, and this is called Muppet Vision 3D. Since we have only shows left at the park, let's move on to the next one. This one is more of a movie as opposed to a show, but it definitely has some qualities mixed in. It also happens to be one of my favorites. I love these guys. I hope they never get rid of it, even though there has been threat of just that. Let's head over to Muppet Vision 3D. Muppet Vision 3D opened in May 16th of 1991, just 2 years after the park opened. This same show operated in California starting in 2001, but that one closed in 2014. With all the construction going on currently at Hollywood Studios, there's always talk and rumors of this one closing too, but like I said above, I hope that never happens. It just wouldn't quite be the same Disney without this classic attraction. This show takes place in a 550-seat theater and lasts around 15 minutes. The pre-show takes place in the lobby and involves an involved video, which is almost as good as the actual show. If you get there late and miss the pre-show, you might want to stick around and watch it again. It has some very classic and funny moments. There are many hidden treasures inside that lobby pre-show. For example, you can find a net full of Jell-O. Which represents Annette Funicello, probably the most well-known child musketeer. Another fun one to look for right as you walk in. Look for a sign in the office door that says "Key under mat." Go ahead and take a look under the mat, and you'll find the key embedded into the floor. There are other fun things to find in the pre-show area as well. Take some time to explore. This attraction is one of the very last projects that Jim Henson worked on before his death in 1990. He actually died before the completed production ended. This is the only 3D attraction that actually calls the glasses 3D glasses. However, like most of its comparative shows, this show is actually 4D because it includes smells and water surprises. It also has some actual characters making an appearance. This attraction was going to be part of a much larger Muppet area at the studios, but when Jim Henson died, that idea was scrapped, and only this film made the final cut. Aww, that's sad. Finally, the actual fire truck at the end of the film used to be stationed outside the theater, but it was removed during a remodel. Page turn. For today's lesson, let's think about the following. I don't know how much you know about Jim Henson, the creator of the Muppets. What you need to know is that he was extremely creative. And much like Walt Disney, he created a whole new world of entertainment that continues to live strong today. Henson was the first person to ever give Muppets more life and sensitivity by first using foam instead of wood to make them. He was also one of the first to move their hands, not just their bodies and heads. He spent countless hours creating character after character of these beloved creatures that have entertained the world with TV shows, movies, toys, etc. In a similar but much greater way, God created us. He created our world and gave us life. He made us a lot more improved and complicated compared to the animals that he first created. He allowed us to make our own choices. He allows us to show emotion. He gave us the freedom to do what we want. Sure, He gives us instructions. He gives us the freedom to ultimately make our choice. Proverbs 16:9 says that God establishes our steps, but we make the plans. So what we do with our life that God gave us? Well, in John 15:16, it tells us that we are to bear fruit by spreading God's message to others. Ecclesiastes 12:13 says that our whole duty in life is to fear God and to keep His commandments. Are we doing that daily? I love the Muppets, especially their movies. They make me laugh, and I'm in awe of the fact that one man ultimately created them. I am amazed and inspired by his creativity and his genius. I need to make sure that I have the same awe and respect for God, who did the same but on a much larger scale. He created you and me and everyone around us. I need to be thankful for God's allowance to give us choices and freedom in life. I need to show my thanks to Him for making sure that I am following Him and His commands and making the right choices. That should be job number 1 for us, to make sure that we're doing our job each day. Remember the reward that will come on the day when God says, "Well done, my good and faithful servant." Matthew 25:23. This was a good one. Bye, guys. See you tomorrow.